Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to Gordon in the Morning, where we start the day fired up and focused and free. So if you are here live or catching a replay, whichever, drop me a quick note in the comments and let me know that you're here and ready to step into your freedom and to go the distance, because that is what we're going to be talking about today. It's Freedom Friday, and we're diving into a theme that most people overlook, but it's one of the most powerful forces in life. It's the ability to go the distance. So let me ask you something. What does freedom mean to you? Is it time freedom or creative freedom, financial freedom, the freedom to choose your own path? Well, whatever your answer is, I want you to know something right out of the gate. Freedom doesn't come from taking shortcuts. It's earned. And the price we pay for it is our endurance. Going the distance isn't glamorous. It's not always Instagram worthy, but it is liberating. So let's look at today's quote from H. Jackson Brown, the author of Life's Little Instruction book. He wrote, "In the confrontation between the stream and the rock, the stream always wins. Not through strength, but by perseverance." So think about that. The stream doesn't break the rock through brute force. It wears it down with patience and consistency and flow. And that's what we're after today. Because the dream that you're chasing, that life that you're building, well, the freedom that you crave, it doesn't come from one massive effort. It comes from showing up again and again and again. Let's be honest. We live in a world that's obsessed with fast results. Launch today, go viral tomorrow, retire by Friday. But real freedom isn't fast. It is not a lottery win. It's a legacy, and it's built over time. If you want creative freedom, you've got to keep creating when no one is watching. If you want financial freedom, you've got to keep making smart, sometimes boring decisions, even when everyone else is chasing the hype or the shiny object. If you want time freedom, you've got to build the systems, the habits, and the resilience that will earn you that space. Going the distance means playing the long game. And that long game, that quiet persistence, that's what separates the people who talk about freedom from the ones who actually live it. Let me give you a few real-life examples of what this looks like. First up is James Dyson, the vacuum cleaner magnate. Before his vacuums took over the world, he created over 5,000 failed prototypes. That's right, actually 5,126 failed attempts before the one that worked. Most people quit at 5 or 50, but he kept going. And because of that persistence, he gained more than just financial success. He earned the freedom to innovate, to create, and to run his business on his terms. Viola Davis, the actress, she didn't have a fast rise. She spent years doing small roles, dealing with rejection and typecasting and adversity, but she stayed with it, refining her craft, working the long road. And today, she's one of the most celebrated performers alive. But more importantly, she is free to choose the work that aligns with her values. Free to shape her legacy, free to lift others as she climbs. And favorite story of mine, Cliff Young, 61-year-old farmer, enters a 543-mile ultra marathon down in Australia. Everyone else had sponsors and gear and training. Well, Cliff, he showed up in overalls and work boots. And you know what? He won. How? Well, he didn't stop. While others rested at night, he just kept on moving, shuffling forward. That is going the distance. It's not flashy, it's not fast, but it is relentless. And that relentlessness will take you farther than raw talent ever can. So let's talk about how you're going to bring this into your own life. How are you going to go the distance and claim the kind of freedom that you crave, that you deserve? Well, here's how. First, redefine success. Instead of chasing big wins, celebrate staying in the game. Every day you don't quit is a win. So celebrate. Every day you keep moving. That's momentum. You don't need to dominate. You just need to endure. Secondly, stack the small wins. Write a couple hundred words. Record for 30 seconds. Make one call. Write one pitch. Write one short story, whatever it is, stack those bricks one at a time, and the freedom that you crave will be built from that consistency. It's not about intensity, it's about showing up and doing the work regularly. And third, create rituals that carry you when motivation fades, because it will. It will come and go as time, ebb and flow. But rituals, habits, routines, those are the rails that keep you on the path forward. A morning walk, a gratitude practice, weekly planning ritual show like this one. Those small commitments remind you, this is who I am. This is what I do. And I don't stop when it gets hard. I go the distance. So let's seal in today's message with a quick affirmation. Say it with me out loud if you can. I am built for the long haul. Every step I take toward my dream brings me closer to true freedom. Try it again. I am built for the long haul. Every step I take toward my dream brings me closer to true freedom. Feel that? That's the truth of who you are. Not a sprinter, but a distance maker. Because the path to freedom isn't easy, but it is yours if you keep walking it. So here is your challenge for today. Think about one area of your life where you've been tempted to quit. One small step that you can take today to stay in your game. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And I will say it again. You are built for the long haul, and the freedom you seek, it's not out there waiting. It's waiting inside of you. And it shows up every time you choose to go the distance. All right, thank you for being here on this Freedom Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. And a little bit of a program note. I will be traveling next week for the Podcast Movement Conference in Chicago. So I may or may not be doing shows every day of the week. If I do, it'll be from my cell phone or something and a little less polished, but I'm looking forward to sharing some thoughts with you each day. So I won't see you Monday because I'm on an early flight that day. So, all right. This has been Gordon in the Morning. I'm Gordon. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again really, really soon. Thanks.